today, the Commissioner of the Bengaluru civic body offered an unconditional apology to the family of a Covid-19 patient who died at his home after waiting for an ambulance for nearly 2 hours. The Commissioner met with the family of this 55-year-old man and apologized on behalf of the civic body, the BBMP, saying, "I offered an unconditional apology on behalf of the BBMP as our staff," he said, "could have handled the situation in a better manner," tweeted the Commissioner of the BBMP. Now, the dead body of this elderly patient was seen, as you can see in those pictures, lying in a street at Hanumant Nagar in Bengaluru as the ambulance was delayed for over 2 hours. And today, Karnataka Congress MLA lashed out at the B.S. Yedurappa government over what she calls the pathetic condition of hospitals and healthcare infrastructure in the state after reportedly spending over 5 hours trying to locate a hospital bed for a critically ill COVID-19 patient. Let's go across to Soumya Reddy, who's the legislator from Jayanagara. She joins us now. Soumya, you've questioned the state government, Soumya Reddy, and its handling of the crisis. You're asking, in fact, you've said that it was pathetic. Why do you say that?
My tweets yesterday has just been a tip of the iceberg. I've been doing this every single day for the past 10 days. My question is, what was the state government doing the past 3 months? You had a lockdown. During a lockdown, what are you supposed to do? You need to prepare. You need to prepare, be it healthcare, how do you, be it mass quarantine facilities, COVID healthcare facilities, how do you respond to emergencies, each and every one of that. And now since 10 days, we have a massive spike in Bengaluru. And that's when, the government is just all over the place. I have been literally spending the entire time talking to patients, their families, the government and hospitals. Yesterday,
all right, let's get Vivek Reddy of the BJP to respond. Soumya, then you can, then I'll come back to you. Mr. Reddy, you've heard Ms. Reddy here. She's, and I'm sure you've seen her tweets. She's also attached a screenshot of the mobile phone call history that she made, showing calls made between 1:48 a.m. and 2:18 a.m. looking for a hospital that can take in this patient. She's asking, what was the government doing for 3 months? This time of the lockdown was supposed to be a time where you build infrastructure in the state.
Well, Sarah, I think lots of work has been done by the government. They have improved the infrastructure. They have brought in 400 ambulances. They have increased the number of private hospitals providing care. They have increased the number of hospitals, the number of hospital beds. They have extended the quarantine facilities. They have issued guidelines for home quarantine for asymptomatic patients. I think a lot of things are being done. There are isolated cases here and there. But what I would say and stress upon is that there has been a severe spike and the government is prepared for it. It has made all arrangements. I don't think the situation
Mr. Reddy, today the Commissioner of the Bengaluru civic body apologized publicly to her family. He says,
I beg to differ. Why, a person who was COVID positive yesterday, waiting for 4 hours, died. And the BBMP commissioner went and apologized today. I don't think anybody has to go through that. And if these are isolated cases, I request Mr. Vivek Reddy to call these numbers at the government and the ministers themselves who have tweeted and just see and just say you have a COVID positive patient. As we speak, I'm coordinating with 2 of them right now, and they have released home. You're talking about home isolation. But these guidelines are not out yet.
It's not just Soumya Reddy's case. As she points out, she's an MLA. I'm sure things would be easier. The system, the wheels would roll faster for her. What about the Aam Aadmi? What about the man on the street? Like this family who stood by the dead body of a loved one on the road. Not just is that very unsafe for everybody else who's passing by. In the video, you can see a man walking past. Mr. Siddaramaiah has has also tweeted. He has criticized the government, saying that this government has been overconfident. He, of course, is using the example of the exams being carried out. 8 lakh students allowed to sit for an exam at a time when cases are rising. Today, we are reporting, according to the government figures, that 32 students have tested positive.
Sarah, I think first of all, we have to realize the massive operations or the scale at which the government is conducting the preparedness. They have quarantined 80,000 people. You know, just imagine. We are not saying that the infrastructure is perfect, but the state government has expanded the facilities at a massive scale. This is number one. The second is they have brought in ambulances. They are expanding this infrastructure. They are hiring buildings. And a lot of work is being done throughout the state of Karnataka. It is not Bengaluru alone. And Bengaluru as it is, I'm sure that the concerns of the MLA will be addressed. Bengaluru as it is has seen a immense spike over the past 1 week. And for this, the state government is getting up. There are instances here and there.
Soumya Reddy, just let Vivek Reddy finish. Soumya, I'm going to come back to you. Let Mr. Vivek Reddy finish.
Yes,
but Mr. Reddy,
yes,
are you
surely,
then,
surely
yes, this is a huge challenge, but is there also an admission that the challenge is too great for this government right now?
Well, we will, I mean, we have taken this up and if you look at how the government has progressed or evolved in addressing this challenge, I think it's done a stupendous task, a marvelous task in covering various areas, various glitches, ensuring there are ventilators, ensuring there are ICUs, ensuring that the number of
Soumya
beds
Reddy, last closing argument to you. 30 seconds, please, ma'am.
I will ask you, how many ventilators are there in Bangalore right now, Mr. Vivek? How many ventilators are there right now? Answer that question.
Well, the statistics is out there.
Answer that question right now.
We will get the statistics. But the point
you
is,
have no answer.
Please don't isolate individual instances. Please don't isolate individual instances and say that is a pattern.
You don't have answers.
Even as you are talking about 1 or 2 people who have not been hospitalized, there are thousands who are getting hospitalized. Please look at that. Why are you not looking at that?
All right. Thank you so much, both of you, for joining us tonight. This is certainly not the last we've heard on this. As Soumya Reddy says in one of her tweets, she winds up by saying it is only going to get worse. And I hope both sides, the government and the opposition, can come together to help the people of Karnataka. Thank you both for joining us.